a viral pop star with over 1 billion streams. But his garage held a dark, decomposing secret. 14-year-old Celeste vanished in April 2025. Prosecutors say she threatened to ruin his lucrative music career.
He allegedly stabbed and dismembered her. In his garage, investigators found a glowing blue blood trail.
Now, 21-year-old Hispanic David Burke faces capital murder, a meteoric rise, ending in a cold-blooded fall. Welcome back to How Who, where we dive deep into the most chilling true crime stories.
In September of 2025, an abandoned luxury car sat quietly inside a dark Hollywood impound lot at night. Looking inside the cabin, investigators immediately noticed nearly a dozen air fresheners dangling from the mirrors and scattered across the seats. The overwhelming artificial sweetness was an intentional effort to mask the scent of human decomposition. Authorities pried open the vehicle's front trunk. Inside, they found 2 heavy-duty garbage bags containing dismembered human remains. The car was an abandoned luxury vehicle. The front trunk was a hidden grave. Investigators now had to find the link. The car was registered to 21-year-old David Anthony Burke, recognized by millions of fans as the rising pop star D4VD. The remains inside his vehicle belonged to a 14-year-old runaway named Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Celeste was from Lake Elsinore, a Southern California city located more than 70 miles away from where he was discovered. Investigators were left with a stark discrepancy. A middle schooler from a distant suburb had been murdered and hidden in the trunk of a Hollywood celebrity. Prosecutors allege Burke first met Celeste in January 2022, when she was 11. By November 2023, that dynamic became a sexual relationship. Celeste was 13. Burke had just turned 18, making him a legal adult. Publicly, Burke was building a massive following, preparing to drop his debut album. Privately, he was committing a series of felony sex crimes. The legal gap between his public success and his private conduct left Burke's career entirely dependent on the silence of a middle schooler. Everything collapsed on April 23, 2025, inside Burke's Hollywood Hills home, just days before his debut album was scheduled to release. Celeste arrived at the house, and the two got into a severe argument over his relationships with other women. The teenager issued a threat. She told him she was going to publicly disclose their relationship and destroy his music career. To prevent that exposure, prosecutors allege Burke grabbed a sharp instrument, stabbed the 14-year-old multiple times, and watched as she bled out on his floor. He stabbed a child to prevent a scandal, trading her life for the chance to preserve his debut album release. Following the murder, Burke went on a calculated shopping spree. He went online and purchased a shovel, 3 tame saws, a mop and bucket, and 2 heavy-duty cadaver bags to dismember and package her remains. Later, when LAPD detectives served a search warrant at Burke's home, they found a device hidden behind a piano that they described as a burn box. An investigator testified that the device acts as a mini crematorium designed to burn items down to ash. The evidence suggests this was not a moment of panic. It was a methodical effort to erase a human being to protect a brand. Fast forward to July 2026, during Burke's preliminary hearings at the Los Angeles Superior Court. When a simple passport photo of Celeste was displayed on the monitor, her mother, Mercedes Martinez, broke down sobbing and eventually left the room. A few feet away sat Burke. As prosecutors projected photos of Celeste's severed head and torso, he stared at them intently, showing no visible emotion. A family shattered by their loss sat next to a defendant who appeared completely detached from the results of his own actions. The district attorney has charged Burke with continuous sexual abuse of a child, unlawful mutilation of remains, and capital murder. This chart breaks down the special circumstances that escalate the case to a potential death penalty. Prosecutors argue Burke is guilty of the murder of a witness, lying in wait, and murder for financial gain. In a ruthless attempt to save his music career, Burke guaranteed its permanent destruction. Celeste Rivas Hernandez was exploited and killed to preserve a public image, leaving her parents in a courtroom to face the man who treated their daughter's life as a threat to his brand.